Welcome to the Nerd Party.
I'm Darren Moser.
I'm Philip Gilfus.
I'm Daniel Prue.
And this is City Alpha 3.
Hello and welcome to City Alpha 3, a Star Trek podcast here on the Nerd Party. I'm Philip Gilfus, joined by my cohorts Darren Moser and Daniel Prue. And gentlemen, we're back to work. Strike's over.
Yeah, wait.
Yay. All those, well, we're in that narrow time period of the strike's over, but nothing's been announced yet of what's coming. Although I did hear that the U.S. is getting Prodigy Season 1 on Netflix in a little bit. So
Netflix, the home of Star Trek.
I mean, it really should be, but
you wait. I mean, it used to be. I mean, like
it was. It's where I watched tons of Next Gen.
Yeah.
I remember watching Voyager and then being like, "Oh, it's all moving to Paramount. Let me finish it up real quick."
I feel like there was. I mean, it must have been like a 10-year span or something close to it, where it always had all the Star Treks, and it was so nice and convenient. And
remember
those are
Monopoly.
So good for Paramount because they just made tons of money because Netflix was paying for it, and they didn't have to run a streaming service. But
do you think that there are like representatives of those companies that like have been there throughout the whole like time, and it's like, oh, we're taking your stuff off of your services, but we have this different show that we can sell you the license for?
Oh, like kind of like brokers or something?
Yeah, I'm just like,
I don't know. I think the general populace is still not aware of like the fact that there are contracts, because they'll be like, why is this? I always watch Stargate on insert platform here. Why is it gone? It's like you realize like there's always like a limit. Like it's never forever. Even Paramount, its own shows aren't forever. So
one of the cues I watch, not the Omnipotent Being, on is Amazon Prime's like Gone in 30 Days. Like there's usually good stuff.
Oh,
there. Like, well,
they literally have a section where it's like, hey, it's leaving soon.
Yeah.
Because Netflix will tag stuff with leaving soon when it is, but that's a good point. I love that they have an actual channel. That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
But
of course, it's probably like, and then we'll buy it again in a month. But for now, it's
well, I haven't watched it yet, but the first episode of For All Mankind Season 4 has dropped.
Holy cow, Season 4.
Yeah, Season 4, 10 episodes a pop. Or maybe 8. But yeah, I'm very excited to watch, but I need to make sure I don't spoil myself.
Is Ron Moore still doing it?
I believe so.
Maybe whenever he finishes that show, they'll ask him to do another reboot of Battlestar.
Reboot?
Another reboot.
I know. Well, here's the thing. Like a lot of these. So there's been a lot of rumors about another Office reboot, and it's like it feels weird because it's only been 15 years. So why do it again?
It's like Amazon. I think it's Amazon making like a Harry Potter show, and it's like it feels like the old Harry Potter movies aren't even in the ground yet. Like
this is milking the franchise.
Although the show can do a lot more. A show can do a lot that the movies couldn't do. So I'm excited about that.
I think that could be good. They're gonna have to. It's gonna be interesting because you have. The movies looked so much like how we thought it would look that I'm like, what do you do to make it kind of different and not just be like, it looks like you just built the same sets? Like, how much leeway, or are they going to double down too far and be like, Hogwarts is a gothic black castle now, and this is what it looks like, and you're going to like it. And it's like, okay, it looks different, but I don't feel like that's Hogwarts anymore. I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
I would ask how this phenomenon is going to affect Star Trek, but Star Trek has done it already. But like, we are in the era of the cynical way would be milking the franchise. But I'll say the positive spin is prequeling everything, because we have Game of Thrones prequel, we have Lord of the Rings prequel. We're going to have a Hunger Games prequel coming out.
That's right. I did see that.
So it's all take a successful franchise and be like the prequel. Of course, Star Trek is Discovery, Strange New Worlds, Enterprise. So We do not have
so
clean
to
hands.
confirm, yes, Ronald D. Moore is still a executive producer of For All Mankind, and also there are 10 episodes a season, just like Lower Decks as God intended. But so I'm very excited for that. It's one of my favorite shows.
I feel like you haven't mentioned it since season 1 or 2. It's been a long time. I think that's all. I was surprised it was still on because you're the only conduit.
Well, it's it's once a
Apple,
year.
right?
Like, so it's Apple. So the first season was in 2019, came out in 2019, and then it was 21. It moves around. It's kind of weird. It was like November 19, February 21, June 22, and now November 23. So it's all over the place, but that's all right. So yeah, I'm excited for it.
Did they do time jumps in that show, or is it all in the 60s? Like,
no, every jump is almost a decade. So we have like 66 is when it starts, and it moves through like 68 or so. It's like a couple of years in the first season. Then it jumps to
80s?
83. And then
the little girls now are grown up.
And then it jumps to like 92.
Ooh,
and then
I'd watch that.
And then this season is like 03. So still in our past, but like technology is also progressing really much faster because NASA's getting so much money. So we're like, so the third season, the one set in 92, is them landing on Mars.
Oh, wow.
And the fourth season is around asteroid mining and like kind of the commercialization of space. So it's gonna be interesting. It's more funny to see a lot of the actors who have been there since the beginning. Like, they get so much old age makeup because they're not, 4 decades older, but they have to make them look aged. So it's just so funny. I wonder if we maybe start doing some flashbacks where it's like, we just take all this off. And it's like, remember when I was young in the 60s? This is what I look like.
Yeah, didn't I see, I forget the name, one of the Apollo 13 guys died this week?
Yeah, one of the 13 astronauts. I think he was like 95. So he was... but yeah, there's not that many left.
Was it Tom Hanks?
No, it wasn't.
So yeah, it'll be interesting. I don't know, because I don't know how things work in Hollywood as far as with the calendar, because it's Thanksgiving, it's Christmas. I don't know if anything's going to really get announced or worked until January. But I feel
like there was a lot of stuff that was done that is literally they just held because they didn't want to release it yet. So I think that's going to be the first domino, is a lot of things just dropping. But I don't know. They kept pushing a lot of stuff back. It's like every week we would hear, these 5 projects that were going to be 2024 projects are now 2025 projects. And it's like, okay, I don't know. I don't know how long it takes to spin back up the wheel.
I mean, let me put it to you this way. We don't have a Discovery premiere day that I know of.
Good.
I mean,
bring it back to Star
done.
Trek. Yeah.
I mean, that's done. That's in the can. It's just press the button. I mean, so it's like, I know they said 2024, but
January
I would assume
2nd.
Yeah, I'd assume January, February, but you're right, we don't have a day.
So and who knows, maybe they'll announce it by the time I stop talking. But I assume this part of it was like, we'd rather they have the people to promote it. Anyway, so the pencil schedule is Star Trek Discovery, ... Strange New Worlds, ... Lower Decks. I don't know.
Did Strange New Worlds film at all?
I thought they did. Am I making it up in my head?
I know that their next season, because this would be season 3. It's been announced, but I can't remember if they've actually shot it.
They could drop Prodigy
episodes
at any point, but obviously
that's true. You're right. In fact, isn't Prodigy season? No. Why am I
season 2 is pretty much
2's
done. Yeah, they said it was ready to go.
Because we had thought that Prodigy would start next year. As far as by start, exist again. But now, of course, it's going to exist, I think, at the beginning of next month on Netflix. So that's a little earlier, quote unquote. which I don't know how it works. One would assume they're priming the pump so then it can come in like January, February, season 2.
So something on Screen Rant from October of this year said that season 3 of Strange New Worlds is in the works, and they're just some rearrangement due to the writer's strike. So I think it sounds like it hadn't started shooting yet. Production was about to start for season 3 before the strike, and now schedules are shifting as things are getting settled. Fans may have to wait until 2025 for season 3, given the cliffhanger of season 2. The anticipation is, I mean, we're all used to this, though.
What was the cliffhanger?
Yeah, I know. It's it's not a girl. The captain, the woman captain, can't remember her name. The woman captain has the
the Gorn virus, the Gorn babies.
Yeah,
yeah.
Is she alive?
Wait, but what happened at the end of that episode? I can't remember.
It's highly anticipated, Daniel. How could you forget?
Something with the Gorn. I don't know.
Yeah,
I just remember
Spock.
I remember the part with
Chapel.
the Gorn babies, but I just don't remember like what was like the cliffhangery part. Like what was
I kind of blacked out after the musical episode, so I too don't remember. But
all right, that's fine. Doesn't matter.
Anyway, well, what we're going to talk about today is, I guess, in honor of action happening again. What the action in the time of Star Trek is not on the screen; it's in the holodeck. So we're going to be talking about holodeck programs. And originally, I thought, let's talk about our favorite holodeck programs, which I feel like we may have done.
Worf Calisthenic program, always a classic.
It's not a holodeck program.
Worf versus Skeletor.
I meant Skeletor. That's the one I
was
mean.
like the robes, and I'm
no.
Just do that anywhere. You have to do it in the holodeck. But I thought instead, speaking of characters like Worf, what we would do, I found a random website. It's random Star Trek characters. You can just put in how many you want, and it'll generate them. So I thought I'd press the button and then pick one that looked interesting. And we talk about the programs that we've seen them use in the show, what we thought of them, and then B, what we think their favorite holodeck programs that we haven't seen. Because
kind of imagine
copyright.
What's on their list?
No, they love playing the NCIS holodeck program.
I have loved. What was it? There was a shot. There was a meme picture someone made of. I think it was Gowron and Worf fighting. Someone was fighting from classic TNG era, and they're like, "How do we settle this dispute?" And then they photoshopped them in the
Mark Twain
facial stuff, and they're like, "I do declare." I'm like, "Oh man!" I mean, I could see it happening.
Why does this always work? I was just thinking,
Lower Decks is the answer to everything.
Copyright is the real reason, but what's the latest in real time holodeck program we've seen? The most near to our time, Dixon Hills with the 40s. Is there anything after that? You know what I'm saying, as far as the setting?
Oh, I see.
An actual holodeck setting.
The setting.
It's always fantasy and stuff. So it's.
I mean,
there's no there's no 1980. Well, Data's Comedy Club, I suppose, may have been the closest.
Yeah,
that we saw.
Mm-hmm. What would have been set during the 90s? I don't.
Yeah,
probably anything.
Very rare that they would go and set it as present, quote unquote, during time of filming.
I suppose. Oh God, why am I blanking on his name? The DS9 singer. That was the 60s.
Oh
yeah,
yes, yeah.
That was. I was thinking that too. Yeah, Bada Bing, Bada Bing. That was not present.
And we go there a lot, so that's plenty of time.
All right. Well, let me go ahead and start hitting some buttons here. Also,
does this website also have a auto randomized Star Trek episode generator? Because that'd be cool. If it's what do I want to watch? Beep, beep, you want to watch Profit and no, refresh.
Sorry, you play your chances, teacher. All right, so I'm going to hit this first button. How many characters do I want? I'll go 4 that way, or 3 that way. It's less of a choice.
So it's going to make a list.
Yeah, just 3. You can put in how many you want. So 3, generate. Here's no sound effects.
Is the website called Tuvix because you make a list of people and hit generate?
It is generatormix.com/random-Star Trek.
I'm not going to remember.
I'll share it in the notes. Give them some credit there. It's just someone who built a site. It's not. So anyway, okay. Out of this, There's only one main character, so we're going to use them. 7 of 9.
Okay.
Oh.
Borg things.
But what did she? What did she? Ever
Well, she
participate
did
in?
the relationship ones where she was like practicing like on like a picnic.
Yeah,
I'm not saying they're good. I'm just saying that's what she did.
It did happen.
Well, I think
She was also in the Herodian fighting like World
true.
War II. That's a
Involuntarily.
holographic simulation.
Yeah, but that's more of like a forced, coerced program.
But the list is going to be short, guys. I don't think we have chance to be.
Unimatrix is what was it? 0, 1, isn't it?
Well, are we talking? Are we talking Voyager 7 or are we talking Fenris Ranger 7?
Voyager or 7, 7, 7, her whole
7,
life?
7.
I think
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't really hung out on the holodeck in Picard very much, so the only I don't know if
What are
she
you
ever
talking
actually.
about? It's the entire 3rd season.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if 7 ever actually went into the holographic 10 forward bar lounge.
Oh, that's true. It was her ship.
She was there,
But I can't remember if she ever actually went in there.
That's funny.
All the ensigns, as they prepared for death, went in.
God,
but
it's so grisly.
look, we have to have a reason of why holodecks are on different power systems.
I have one. I have one that she might have done earlier on, post Borg. Maybe she would have gone and done some stuff on the, what was it called? The Crow? What was her parents' ship?
The Raven.
Raven. She could have done that. Like if she was feeling sentimental or feeling, missing her parents, she could have gone and pretended to be little baby 7 or save baby 7.
Daddy, don't go towards the Borg. No, Daddy, don't get assimilated. Sounds highly traumatic, but okay.
I'm just trying to think why. I mean, she's not exactly a barrel of fun.
Surely she did at least one chapter of Flaughter with Naomi, right?
I'm surprised 7 never went into a Captain Proton program.
She did.
Which one? She wasn't participating.
Well, she disabled the robot.
Oh, that's right. She just opens up the front panel and is like, "We are done now. Let's go and do something else." Yeah, that's true. But she wasn't. I mean, we want to talk about involuntary. Like she didn't want to be there.
So we don't have to go deep into it, but let's at least touch the surface of what you did there at the beginning with her romance program. How do we feel about, or what do we imagine the use of likeness? Speaking of SAG and union and contracts,
yeah,
like
and AI,
it's like weird, right? I mean,
I think it's pretty clear from
it cuts both ways. Like like I said, we're not getting too deep.
I mean,
as
are we
a
going to talk about Fairhaven? Are we going to talk about like this whole thing is weird with would you start having relationships on the holodeck? Like just period.
But I guess having a relationship with a hologram is, of course, this goes back to Geordi, who's a real person.
Thanks, Geordi.
But again, I mean, I don't know. What is the line? Daniel, what is the line?
Well, there's the whole episode, and I talked about it a little while ago in Deep Space Nine, where the creepo dude was trying to steal Kira's likeness for the holodeck usage.
His name's Quark.
And it's pretty. Yeah. Well, Quark, was trying to help. Yeah. It's pretty clear from that episode that it's considered an invasion of privacy. So I don't think you're supposed to or are allowed.
Is it like a law or is it like a social faux pas?
It's a good question. I don't know if it's a law.
This is Bajoran Station. We do whatever we want.
It's also weird because you wouldn't need like the soup. Like you would think that you would be able to go into the computer and be like, just make Major Kira. Why would you need like the super ultra scan when this computer?
But it kind of makes sense though. Like the computer knows information about Major Kira, but it doesn't mean it has able to replicate. Well, think about it this way: like, do you want Major Kira to look like Tomb Raider version 1 Major Kira, like low poly, like
that would be hilarious.
Like
that
doesn't work.
Hilarious.
but if you want
Major Kira
to be, a fully interactive simulation, like you need that 2009
Tomb Raider.
That high level scan. Yeah.
In fairness, the computer absolutely knows every molecule of your body. So there's no reason that it wouldn't be able to generate a copy of that.
Well, now that you just mentioned it, Daniel, this makes me think that there's a difference. In other words, as a, you know more, but like as an OS and memory and blah, 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 because the holodeck on the Enterprise D is a Starfleet holodeck. The holosuite is a commercial holosuite. Right. So I don't know if it's integrated into the DS9 computer. I mean, other than to operate, but you know what I'm talking about?
Sure,
well,
sure.
Like Starfleet's so open society. Like, yeah, you can lose anyone's image. We don't care about any kind of. Whereas a commercial holosuite, I don't even know who built that one. I mean, is it the Cardassian? Did it come with the station? Like, is it a Cardassian holosuite? Like, and so
that's a good question. No, I don't think that's a good question. I think Quark built it or bought it. I should say, and had it installed.
So you know it's not good.
Yeah. Well, you know, he makes money off of it, so it's probably a pretty decent.
Or Ferengi holosuite? Maybe they built their own. I don't know.
That's a good question. I'm not sure, but he definitely owns it.
You have to put 2 strips of latinum to keep 5 more minutes. So,
but to go back,
is there a tier system? Are there ads?
I'm
in
sure
the bottom tier holosuite programs?
Can you imagine if you're like, you're bungee jumping or something, and you're about to jump off the bridge, and then the sky turns into an ad for Sluggo Cola, and you're like, "Where's the little X? I don't know."
And it's like 20-second countdown. You can jump after you watch this ad. So that's true. The future, the Ferengi culture has way less ads than I would expect.
It's a good question, though, Philip. Because you're right. I don't think that the Quark's holosuites would be integrated with the station's computers in the same way that they are on the Enterprise.
I mean, we did beam many crew members straight into the hologram, buffer.
Yeah, sure.
So like there's some connection, but I get what you're saying. I agree with you, Daniel. I'm sure
Odo has security procedures that do not allow Quark free access to all of the station's information. So that's a good question. A quick question, back to 7 though. When she was doing those practice dates, were they with Chakotay? I don't remember.
No, that was holographic Chakotay.
That's what I mean. It was a holographic Chakotay.
But that's the person. Yeah, it wasn't just like...
Yeah, she chose him
person, no way.
For reasons. She thought he was hot. That was the real reason. She had some fake ones. Oh, he's commanding dozens.
Now, is the name of that program like Hakuchimura 1? I'm just curious. Like, what file name is it
when
under?
you have it start, does the flute sound? No.
Yeah.
All right, we're making fun of Trek, not culture. All right, let me hit this button again.
We're making fun of Trek not handling culture well at all.
He's from a tribe.
Listen, they had an actual advisor that was totally real.
He was not real. He was a complete fraud. Oh man!
They really vetted him super well and found out that he knew lots of things, or an approximate amount of information about many things.
Our technical scientist believes the Earth is flat, but you know what? That's fine. Maybe there's a Star Trek planet out there that's flat. Who knows?
So I pressed this one. I almost want to skip it, but I'll go ahead and do it because it's like an obvious character. But we'll go ahead and do it. Just don't do it long. Picard.
Oh. Well, we saw, of course, Dixon Hill.
Yeah, right. Obviously Dixon Hill.
Is he still playing that in his 80s, 90s, 100s, however old he is at the end?
Good question. Well, he did it. The last time we saw it was in First Contact.
Right.
So he was still doing it then. I don't know.
Okay, at his vineyard, because this goes to your theory about Daniel about technology, but like at his vineyard, does he have access to where do you go for holodecks on Earth?
There's probably like some in the city that you would go to,
instead of the YMCA, there's the public holodeck.
Maybe. I mean, that's a good point. Like, it's still at least the quality of the one we saw on the Enterprise D, like they talk a lot about it in season 1 of it being like cutting edge, like kind of new tech, causes lots of problems because of that. But
you've got to think that there's like something like he could just like there's glasses or something that he could put on.
Now I'm picturing like an actual Cedar Point 500th anniversary, super fun park, and a little holodeck cube store opens up across the street, and they're like, there goes our business. Everyone's gonna go across the street to Hollows R Us.
I wonder if Earth has holodecks, and I'm talking outside of like Starfleet. facilities.
I don't see why not.
Like regular people.
Yeah, Starfleet would have it for like training and other stuff.
Because theoretically, we know the real reason, but theoretically, a holodeck was put on starships because they're away from families and planets,
right?
And we want to give
Except
them
for the
something
Enterprise
to
D
go crazy.
brought their families with them, but yeah.
So it's a recreational device now, but it's also commercial because we know from Deep Space Nine, people use it for what we know they're going to use it for. But anyway, as far as Earth, I wonder if Earth has holodecks because they don't have. I mean, you go to Earth.
I can't imagine them not having it, but it's also it's kind of hard to say.
And philosophy to do.
Well, that's the thing. I can't. I mean, I know it's a fictional show, but I feel like there's also a part of us that cannot guess what culture is going to be like in like 300 years. And the way Star Trek presents it is that there is this kind of love of the real, of tangible things, of doing things yourself. And so I mean, I don't think that there's no holodecks, but it feels like humanity in general is like, there's a great big galaxy out there. If you want to go do something cool, go do it.
All right, Timmy, get out of the holodeck and go to Starfleet. Right?
Don't sit so close to the yellow and grid wall.
You're going to hit the wall.
Yeah.
You're going to hit the wall one of these days.
I definitely think there's holodecks. But obviously, if there is something that's like native to planet Earth, you can just go there. Like you wouldn't have to.
Do you want to beam over to Paris and see all the cool stuff, or do you want to go to the holodeck on the corner?
Right. Now, if you wanted to go to the holodeck on the corner for like Timmy's birthday party and make like Chuck E. Cheese, but with real life.
There's too many people in this cube. We're hitting the wall.
Kid shoved up against the wall.
It's just a giant cube of ball pit. They're holographic.
The parents are just outside. I don't know. They still smoke, right? So they're still smoking.
I picture them smoking too when you said it. Well, it's their holographic cigarettes, so they don't actually kill you.
Well, it's like whatever her face was smoking, Rafi. But it's like the safeties are on. You can just chuck the kids in the holodeck.
The safeties are on.
Whatever.
It's like, Bob's holodeck play place where the safeties are always on.
Why do I have to sign this waiver? Don't worry about it.
Like,
Park.
You know what, Picard? It would be funny if Picard did use as a holodeck program, though, was his vision from the Nexus, and then Jack comes in and is like, "Man, you have a kid now. You don't have to pretend anymore." That'd be awkward.
It's weird, Daniel. I'm still there. When you said Jack, I thought you meant Jack Crusher the Dad.
Oh yeah, no.
I can't for the vineyard. Yeah, I can't imagine. I mean, it's a huge building with. I'm somewhere in the basement. There's got to be a holodeck. One of those rooms.
In the basement are bad memories, Darren.
So, like Stellar number 5 has been turned into a holodeck.
Well, I mean, that would have had to be Jean-Luc because his dad didn't put it in there, and if it was in there, his dad would have ripped it out.
That's true. I could see him being
we met his dad. Oh my god, I completely forgot.
Oh, speaking of Battlestar,
I completely forgot that was a thing. Okay.
There's a lot of Picard that we kind of blanked out, but yeah.
I feel like in my brain, because I don't want to watch Star Trek again. I mean, I know people like that. But isn't there like part of his, because it messes me up, because Picard, the series, does this all the time. Sets are then holodeck programs, because like his study at his vineyard is also a holodeck program in season 1 on the
what's the ship? Yeah,
Mermaid.
Look, we built the set. We're gonna use it. Yeah, that's true.
But anyway, or Siren, Lost Arena.
Yeah, so technically the most recent holodeck program we see Picard use is the 10 forward holodeck, emergency death chamber.
But yeah, what if in between when he resigned Starfleet to Picard season 1, what would you think be his go-to?
Seriously, it's your question. I mean, he loves mysteries. So I could see him, I know Dixon Hill was created, to be this fictional thing that doesn't exist because of copyright and stuff. But I could see like all the Agatha Christie novels, like all the classic, stuff like that are all holodeck programs at this point. You can play through any of those stories you want. You can be Poirot. You can be Miss Marple or any of these, people. I think he has a lot of collection of that. But he has the physical hollow discs that he keeps on the shelf because he's not real into stream at all. He's old school.
They're gonna one of these
all
days,
the shelf space.
They're gonna remove those programs from the database. So you gotta.
The Borg is gonna wipe it out. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, all the chips.
I could see him doing is if we're letting things, we're ignoring copyright and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I could see Picard doing Indiana Jones.
Ooh, after like Captain's Holiday,
Yeah, because he loves actual archaeology, and also
old
being
people can play that role. We've seen
adventure
it.
dude.
So.
Well, what if it's like, what was the name of his mentor?
I know
Galen.
Galen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh man, how did I remember?
Because he stole the name. Because
that's right. Oh man. Anyway, I could see like Galen's memoirs become a hollow novel that you play through. Like that feels like a thing that would be happening. So
chapter 10, he has the younger version of him that he has to encounter.
Yeah.
No, I like that. I also think Jean-Luc definitely has opinions about because talking about Dixon Hill, that in the intervening years, some hollow novelist is like everyone does. It's like Gone with the Wind or something. People have written sequels that are not the original author. Other people have written Dixon Hill, and he's like, they're not as good.
Right.
They're not as good. Yeah. I don't.
I don't
only
like the Dixon Hill
school.
from the 2390s. It just doesn't have the same vibe. Yeah.
With the sophistication though, you could literally just be like, I mean, this is what happened. This is literally what happened in the Moriarty episode. But Picard could be like, just make a Dixon Hill adventure, and the ship could just be like, bloop, here you go. This is just as good as the originals.
That's true, and we know it had that ability. It just the only thing that threw a curveball in it was Geordi not using the safe words and saying, the make it beat Data. It's like, oh dang it, Geordi.
Now the problem though is it didn't work because it was just a mix of the existing stories. So Data was like, oh. So that's why he had to raise the level too.
But it was also Data. Geordi was along for the ride, and he's like, Data, you're no fun. It's like you've memorized these books. Normal people don't have them completely memorized.
Yeah. What people would memorize some sort of medium of entertainment?
Yeah, no, weirdos.
Yeah,
just weirdos. Outliers.
Crazy people. All right, let me press this button again here.
Yes, push the button, Philip.
No. Oh, God, these are weird ones. But let's go ahead and pick one. God, these are really weird ones. I'll just tell you who they are. Kalar.
I knew one was going to be a Kazon. I don't know.
No.
Or
Kalar.
No. Oh, Kalar. Okay.
Yeah, Worf's ex.
Well, she uses the Worf training program.
That's how she got Alexander.
Yeah, we know about that.
Except, okay, we'll stick with her for just 2 seconds. Not that we know much about her, but obviously she's not using Klingon programs, so I don't know.
I think she imagines herself as many other alien species, so she wants to pretend like she's an Andorian or a Q or a Vulcan, and just try all those on, right? Right? Bill 2 on the nose.
On the nose. Well, it's funny because the next one was Shran. So. And the next one, she's never stepped into a holodeck in her life, is Win Adami.
I disagree. I
mean, the closest they get is the holographic hidden spiral staircase that leads down to the orb chamber. That's it. Yeah. That's it. That's the limit of their holo technology. Yep.
Yeah. No, she's such a crazy narcissist that she goes into the programs and she's queen of Bajor, and the prophets bow down to her, and everybody loves her and thinks that she's the greatest thing that's ever existed. That's her program that she does.
Does she? Because again, I'm imagining this, and you would know better, Daniel, having watched it. Do you think she's like the censor? In other words, all holodeck programs in use at Bajor have to be approved by the church. And so she plays through.
I can totally see that. Yeah.
She's like, oh no, I have to check to make sure it's in the eyes of the prophets.
Well,
and she's like,
even if it's not
whatever,
even if it's not fun and entertainment, she definitely is censoring all the Bajoran curriculum. We know that. Yeah. That she is oh wait, you're teaching about the wormhole aliens? No. Cancel those programs.
Dinosaurs aren't real. That's her platform. So yeah, she's definitely. I could see her totally being a buzzkill and everybody trying to have fun, and she's like the old crusty lady that doesn't want anybody to do anything exciting. She's just shutting everybody down.
I'm not making fun of it, but Bay George is nothing but like Veggie Tales on their holodeck.
That's exactly right.
Yeah. Profit tales, profit tales, profit tales.
There's your title, Darren. There you go.
Orb of time, orb of wine.
I want him to put the nose ridges on all
Profit
of the
tales.
vegetables with the earring.
Bob the tomato has.
They have earrings like just shoved in. They have no ears, but it's like roughly where the ear would be. Oh my god! No, Bob the Hasperat.
Yeah. How is your paw today?
Oh man, it's so funny because it's true. All
right, let me hit this again and get a real character here. These are all terrible. I'll do one of them though. It's a bit character.
I mean, the last one you said was terrible. We were laughing a lot about it. So,
okay. Well, the first one is Kala, who's a Kazon. We're not even touching. That's stupid.
See, I knew a Kazon would get here. I knew
you did. You predicted it. Next is Carol Marcus. And it's the new one.
I could see your. Well, I mean,
there's no holodeck.
Besides the fact that there was a holodeck.
Well,
I could see her,
animated series. Go ahead, Darren.
I could see her using a holodeck to kind of like envision what the Genesis cave would look like, kind of like in a planning aspect.
Oh yeah,
but,
I mean, yeah, definitely.
The third one, and again, this is Samantha Wildman. No, her kid. What is she using? Right. She's like, if I have to watch another Flawed or one more,
yeah. I don't know, maybe some sort of like action romance thing that's just something completely different.
Well, didn't her husband die? Is that right?
No, he was on Deep Space Nine or something.
Oh, he was still alive? Okay.
I think so.
But I couldn't remember what happened. I was thinking that something with him.
Like he has some name like Zork or something. Like it's some.
Yeah, because he's the whatever. He's the alien of the
alien, right?
No, humans are the alien, Darren. You need fiction.
Do you even hear yourself?
Yeah. Even the name is racist. Yes.
Yeah. What's her getaway mom one? I like that. Nice romance. Whatever.
That's something.
It's what they do. Yeah.
Like her hometown and Earth somewhere that she remembers.
True. Yeah, a lot of. I mean, not to get depressing, but Voyager's mostly hometown holodeck programs, and
but they have to be really small hometowns because Fairhaven takes up so much memory that everyone else only gets like a little, 1 square mile program.
And they must have a holodeck counselor too. They all need therapy.
That's the problem is they try to use the holodeck for therapy and it doesn't work. If all the ships did not have a counselor, the Voyager should have been the one.
All right, I press it again. This one got some more stuff. I don't even know who this first character is. I mean, I'm just that I don't know who it is. I'm done. But it's Paul, but it says more Paul. Oh, this was his.
Maybe her mom.
I guess because I thought
is it literally every single character in Star Trek?
It's 129 characters.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, and someone just did this by themselves. The second one is William Ross.
This sounds like a COVID project.
Yeah. But the third one that we're really going to talk about is easy, but nevertheless, Worf. So, Daniel, what is Worf using on DS9?
Same kind of things. It's always just combat training and get my butt batleth skills up to snuff.
Pain sticks and trenches.
They did that. The bachelor party thing in. So I don't. What would he do for fun? You know what he would do for fun? And this is I only say this because
is this pre or post marriage?
I was going to say, is it Jadzia's dragging him along for the fun, or
this would be post Jadzia death?
Okay.
Oh man, way to bring it down, Daniel.
Yeah.
He is playing soccer or whatever game it was that he killed a kid when he was a kid.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
and that's what he's doing because he never got to play again, and he misses playing whatever in the colony.
And
that
all
he
the
grew up
other
in.
kids are like super strong and breakable bones that he can't fracture when he headbutts.
They're just all Skeletors. He's all playing. It's just a team of,
we have that cut scene where he finally invites Alexander.
They all have the glove on for some reason, like trying to attack you.
He's the goalie, Darren. He's the keeper. It's great.
That's how it works.
I don't know. I mean, it's so out of character for Worf, but like, I almost kind of wonder, kind of like how the Doctor made his own like family. Does he have like a Klingon home, like a Klingon homestead, and Alexander's a warrior and Kalar's at his side? Like, it's literally like what he wanted, but just did not get.
I mean, it's sort of like we were talking about Picard earlier. It's sort of his nexus, right? Like, it would be people we don't recognize. It'd be fully Klingon.
Right.
And
like,
just be his
Klingon
nuclear family.
He is never in Starfleet. He's on a bird of prey shooting down Federation people or something.
I don't think that's
at some point. Okay, that's kind of depressing.
This whole thing doesn't feel like Worf anyway, but I'm just saying.
I don't know what it would be.
I can see. Look, we don't know people. Like, I don't know what y'all do for whatever. But like, Worf could probably have a secret family program, and I would believe it because he's not talking to a counselor anymore. He probably has a secret Klingon family.
I just feel like he would do. I would
especially
want
after
him
Jazia.
To do. There's been enough drama in his life. I want his holodeck program to be escapism. So something silly and fun that he uses, but like secretly, he doesn't tell anybody about. Like, this is very
Ancient
private.
West.
Like, he could do that. Right? Like maybe he had so much fun when he did it. He kept that program and he like boots it up when he needs some stress release.
His hat. I mean, I know you're talking about like escapism, but I could see there being some merit to like using a program to confront the fact that both his wives or mates died. Like, he's had it really rough. So
hey, don't worry, Darren. He took it out on his kid.
Yeah,
I know. We have to hope Alexander's the generation that fixes it. All right, let me hit it again. Okay, these are some good ones. Actually, they're all good ones. So they're all main characters. So we'll do all of them, and that might be the rest of the time we have. First one, and I know you're going to give me the sad horn, but I'm still going to do it. Chakotay. Boxing.
Boxing, yes. Yeah. There's anything involving his tribe.
No,
he could recreate the that planet he built the bathtub on. Be like, how did this play out?
Look, speaking of likenesses, we all know he has a Janeway program. We don't need to go into it. And she has a Chakotay program. We don't need to go into it. But anyway, we all know it. No, he just uses, and I'm not making fun of it because I just don't know the right words. He uses the hallucinogen for his stress.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
But yeah, boxing. I don't archaeology. Like, yeah, this is of course the problem. What's he interested? What's his deal? But like archaeology. So I don't know. That's because he doesn't really do much of that we see.
Maybe it's a Starfleet Academy training thing, and he like where he likes to go back and push cadets around and tell them what to do. Like, that's really cathartic for him. So.
You know what?
I mean, it could be a program of him hanging out with all of his still alive Maquis friends, because
we are
they're
digging
all
the trauma
dead.
here. We are digging the trauma in this one. Yes.
Not all dead. There's one that's still alive.
The ones that are surround him that he can see every day, unless they've been killed throughout the season
with their headbands and their attitudes.
There is still one that betrayed him too. But that's
right. So. Oh yeah, he does have a Siska program. I mean, 100%.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about Siska. Yeah. Do you think he has a Siska Bajoran program or a Siska Cardassian program?
I mean, I don't want to go too deep into what that psyche is. You tell me, Daniel.
I think maybe a little bit of both.
That might be the right answer. Do I kill her or anyway? Yeah, I'm like, what else does he have to do for fun? You know what? I think he has a program, and he will never admit it. I don't know if it's the Valjean or Voyager but it's a program where he's the captain.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's fine. He's fine. In real life, he is fine. This is a fantasy. He's like...
He just replays the previous mission, and he's like, this is what I would have done.
Yeah. And he's like, no, I don't have to explain myself to
and
you.
On his hollow ship, it's like, well, let's just ask Lieutenant Tuvix what we're gonna do because he's still alive in my universe.
And at the end of every session, he asked the computer how much sooner the Voyager would have ended up back home.
You would have been
tracking his ship
8,000 light years closer. It's like, yeah.
He's got a little thing on the wall. He
like
moves his chair up a little bit.
It's terrible. What if we hadn't gone through the Northwest Corridor? Huh?
It is the Valjean. I picture he's in the civilian clothes when he goes in there because he's playing
basically
what
like,
if it was
staying
flipped.
on my own. I would have done better at getting back home than with all of Voyager's resources.
Oh no! It's just flipped. So like instead of the Maquis becoming a Starfleet crew, the Starfleet crew had to become a Maquis crew.
They're all jammed in. Like you can only save like 30 because the Valjean wasn't that big a ship.
It was like it looked small, but then like when it was just,
I think it could fit inside the main hangar of the Enterprise D. Like it was a decent size, but
yeah, it's like bigger than you think. Like it's bigger than a runabout, but obviously smaller than Defiant sized. Now next one, and Daniel, you would know, and I can think of what anyway. Notoriously does not like holodecks or holo suites. Kira Nerys.
She doesn't. It's true. She does show up. She goes in with a bunch with Jadzia under her duress, but they did the fair maiden
Camelot
thing. Yeah, the Camelot stuff. Good question. I think. She's pretty easy. I do think, right? Like she would do like something with her parents, maybe. Or like a happier, like. I'm just trying to think like a happy Bajor.
What do you guys do for fun? Because all your responses are people dredge into their tragedy.
That's true. Maybe she plays spring ball with the professional spring ball players. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, what does Kira do for fun? Like, she does play spring ball.
Odo?
Yeah. That's true.
Not much. She doesn't do she doesn't really do
honestly,
much.
She goes down to Bajor and like actually breathes some fresh air.
Touch grass. Yeah.
Touch on the South Peninsula. It's always some peninsula they're on.
I'm trying to think of what she would do to be different than just being at Bajor. I'm not sure. Maybe she likes sailing or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you would know better than me, but I'm trying to think of what even spring ball, because the stereotype is that she's doing something that's sort of violent, like all sports, is violent really, but she's doing something, so it's like spring ball or something, or beating up at Lancelot, or what does she do to chill? Well, she's religious. I don't know, did she go to the temple on the show? I know she's religious, but I don't know if she's inwardly religious. I don't know if she's outwardly going to service every day.
She goes all the time. All the time. So maybe I don't know. I just feel like there should be something a little out of character or a little private.
Yeah.
Someone like that would like we talked about Worf, somewhere where they can go just to be this is nice.
Where does she go on dates? With Shakir or the other guy?
Oh, you know what? Odo and her go on dates in they're in there all the time. They go to Vix, so.
Oh, yeah. But everyone goes. Pick something new. Anyway, okay. All right. All right. Our third one is Neelix.
A lot of Voyager ones on this list. I think he definitely has a security officer Neelix program.
Yes.
Where,
and it's cool.
He just activates any of the mission logs from Voyager or even Enterprise D. He has all of Starfleet mission logs and he's picked the best, so I think this would be hilarious because they could do it in the same way they did like Trouble and Tribulations, or even like other movies where they've like inserted them. So he's like breaking Kirk out of Repente. He's doing all like and he's just having a blast. I could definitely see him
when
doing
you
that.
said security officer Neelix, I instantly went to Daniel. What is Michael's script called?
Michael's script?
Oh, Threat Level Midnight.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Michael
immediately
Burnham.
went to that's exactly the script for security officer Neelix.
Yeah. Threat Level Midnight. Officer Neelix.
That's
saving
silly.
the day.
Yeah, I could see that. Where he's respected and people like look to him for advice, and he's got some authority. I could see that.
Because since we're doing this is the theme of the episode, he's a traumatized individual. So in other words, he's very gregarious, and he finds his joy in being around people and in honestly helping people because he's not helping himself if we want to do therapy. But that's why it makes him feel better. And so himself alone, I think, is actually kind of sad. Like, I think he would not choose something probably happy as much as I've been making fun of it. Because I think as an individual, he's probably like by himself. He's not cooking for someone. He's not cheering someone up. I mean, he's probably doing something. I'm not like depressing, but it's not like a happy thing by himself, I think.
Right.
I mean, nothing maudlin, but like, I don't know. What music does he listen to?
I was literally just about to say, what if like he went to like some like space death metal concerts, like, and he's just like, pushing people around and doing mosh pits and head banging like that. Like, we didn't talk about music for any of these people, but like that could definitely be a release for some people for sure.
I don't know why I'm picking it up in my mind. I don't know if I'm just thinking of the holodeck episode with the Hirogen, but like in my mind, Neelix loves Klingon culture now. Like at some point he picked it up going like, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, well, there's the one where they find the barge of the dead, like the other Klingons on the old ship, and he, does a lot of research to start to make them feel at home. So he's like, you shouldn't quarrel over food, save your strength for battle. And it's like he goes full native. Like he's just like, I want to be a honorary Klingon at the end. Like they're all like, Kapla, and he's like the greatest day of my life,
Because I could see him, like, obviously safety's on, but I could see him, like, getting into, like, the battle of whatever, get his Klingon woman at the end, as I'm sure that's all.
The House of Neelix.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. There's a spinoff, so it's Security Officer Neelix.
I know. It feels very similar to House of Quark. Very similar.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Just out of curiosity, I'm not going to do it. All right. What is Boothby's favorite holodeck program? Okay, anyway, that's not
I think it would be like, I don't know, like maybe it could be like the changelings try to take over Starfleet Academy and he single-handedly like defeats them, or
He's doing Indiana Jones.
Yeah, oh yeah.
No, I think his perfect holodeck program would be a perfectly manicured Starfleet Academy with no students, just completely empty. He's got a lemonade. He's just we're just relaxing and having a good time.
For copyright, and he's doing Caddyshack and playing Bill Murray's part.
There you go.
He has to get that groundhog or the whatever it is. Cool. That's where I was going to end it. So
he's coming back.
Okay, we can close it here. All right. Well, that's been our trip through the holodeck, holo suite, holo insert trademark name. Daniel, you're a holo suite person. Any final thoughts about characters and holodeck choices?
No, it's an interesting thought experiment, though, just to sort of see how well we know these characters, or we think we know these characters, and what they might do to relax, and then what like a writer would write. So it's interesting. It's just kind of a cool thought experiment.
Darren, which Star Wars are you putting into your holodeck program?
Oh, I know. Yeah, that would be. I mean, Star Wars does have holograms, but they don't really have holodecks.
They flicker all the time.
Yeah, it's very obvious they're not real.
No, he's asking you which episode or which series would you partake in?
Yeah.
Oof.
Buy you one
What
of
would be
Star
your
Wars.
first one? Would it be
Are
Clone
the safeties
Wars?
on or off? That is the number one question.
I want to be King of Alderaan.
This won't last very long.
Yeah, no.
Cool. All right. Well, until next week, I'm Philip Gilfus,
I'm Daniel Pruitt.
And I'm Darren Moser.
stranded here on City Alpha 3.